He actually had
Rufus. Rufus!
Rufus. Good old
What are you
Rufus,
doing?
man. Dude, over there, someone over there is like blowing a gasket from this. But
You're like,
basic,
someone over there is like, who's Rufus? Who the hell is
who is
Rufus? They're
Rufus and
just,
who gave him the login details to
yeah.
our Facebook social media account?
Hello and welcome everyone. This is Rufus Shinra from the Shinra Corporation, coming back with a new Raid Shadow Legends video. And as you've seen, we're trending. We're big time now and people are looking for us. So Darth Microtransactions and Ash just put out a video talking about one thing that happened recently. So first of all, if this is your first time on the channel, thank you very much. So if you came here from Reddit or from Darth Microtransactions channel, I welcome you to the Shinra Corporation. And just to introduce myself briefly, I am Rufus Shinra, and I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends basically since February 2019. Putting out content on this humble channel of mine for a year and a half or so, on and off. And I've been a moderator for Raid Shadow Legends on their Facebook page, on Discord, and on the official forums for about a year. So just to explain how things work, when you're a moderator, you basically just reply to a call for action. So a draft, basically, that Raid makes every few months. So they ask for people to volunteer to help them moderate. You need to fill out a form, and you basically can contribute there and become a moderator for the channel. So I'm a moderator on Discord, I'm a moderator on other platforms, as I said, but my main platform currently is Facebook. And when you're a moderator on Facebook, so you don't answer or you don't reply to comments using your own Facebook account, you reply using the official Raid Shadow Legends account. For instance, yeah, so here if I was to write something, I would write it as Raid Shadow Legends, but in the end I sign it with my name and saying that I'm a moderator. So basically anything that I say, replying to any comment, it is my personal opinion and these are my personal thoughts, so I only represent myself. Again, this is just to debunk the fact that I'm being called a Plarium employee. But hey, this is Dark Microtransactions. He's the master of clickbait titles. Big shout out to you. I'm not saying this in a negative way at all. I love your videos. I love your clickbait titles. Keep it up, mate. And yeah, so he put up this video. But let's backtrack a little bit. So where did this video come from? It came from a reply that I made yesterday to one of the posts or one of the comments on the official Raid Shadow Legends page. So the Doom Tower video was posted, and then I went through some of the comments and I saw that a person here, Josh Wolf, said that I'll just try to enlarge it a little bit so that it's not too hard on the eyes. Ooh, maybe let's backtrack. Okay, so he said, I love how you guys answer only the comments that don't retain to the matter, which you guys have pissed people off. I mean, going for 4 epics legendaries to 1 every 4 months is kind of a piss off. Next champion better be a damn Tommy. So basically this guy says that he's not happy and he's not expecting that anybody would reply. So naturally I did it. So I told him that well, we do try to answer all the comments we can answer. So yeah, I was writing this very late. So excuse me or for any typos or any grammatical mistakes. I said that I personally don't agree with the removal of the sacred and the chicken, and I don't think that Cleopteryx is that great of a replacement. I have voiced that opinion several times to the community managers. Multiple moderators have also done the same thing. I hope that devs and Plarium will hear us and change things for the better, but until then there's not much else we can do, unfortunately. And I signed it, Rufus Shinra, moderator, so this is how I sign all my replies. This is not the only one. I replied multiple times, and I said similar things depending on whatever was asked in terms of questions or remarks. So yeah, so if you go to the Facebook page, you will see that it's full of this kind of posts. This is a post that is basically shared by pretty much everyone. People say that they will never forget, and what is the fuss about? Obviously, if you're here from Reddit or from Darth Micro's channel, you know what it's about. But for people who don't know, there was recently a change in the rewards or the daily login reward program issued by Raid. So if you have played the game for over 271 days, there you could initially get a sacred shard and a 5-star chicken in these spots, which now you no longer can get. They have been replaced by 2 fragments or 2 fragment spots for the champion Cleopteryx. 10 plus 15, which is 25 fragments a month, meaning that after 4 months you will be able to get her. And then what Plarium tells us is that we will get another champion. So I don't agree with this change in the slightest, and I'm not the only one. It's ripping off players from guaranteed value that comes from the sacred shards when it comes to tournaments, to summoning events. You normally would get 500 points just for the sacred shards, and also 5-star chickens are very variable because it's hard to get a champion to 5 stars just to feed them, and there are not many outlets in the game where you can get 5-star chickens, so that's also a big one. The Plarium have put a response to this earlier last week, saying that they wanted to reduce the amount of RNG in the game, and they wanted to provide people with a champion that can place hex for future content, etc, etc. So yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but it's again the same thing that they said when they were talking about the clan quests issues. So when players voiced their concerns or voiced their dissatisfaction with how clan quests are structured, with how there are only 20 expert quests, for instance, whereas each clan has 30 players, and if you wanted to level up your clan, it would take you ages worth of farming all that content before reaching a level that would allow you to basically have at least 1 quest for each member or 3 quests for each member. So they replied that we don't have yet the full picture as players, and they intend to introduce more content in the future that will make this feature make sense. So again, they're talking to us about a puzzle that is not yet finished, and that we should not be dissatisfied at the moment, given the fact that we don't know what's gonna happen. But hey, I'm a player. I'm not Oracle. No pun intended. I'm not talking about the community manager. I'm talking about the Oracle from basically the Oracle from Matrix, or an Oracle from Delph in Greek times. I cannot see the future. That's what I want to say. If I can't see the future, I can only be critical towards the elements or the pieces of information that I have at hand. And the pieces of information, however incomplete they are, don't point towards a good situation. A clan quest mode that is incomplete for me now is not good. A system where I had some good usable rewards, where you replace them with some rewards that I'm not interested in, is not good. No matter how good Cleopteryx could be in the future with her hexes, I have no way of knowing if that's first true, or two, if it will be useful. Her kit is okay at best so far. The hex that she puts today has not much value besides setting up a huge nuker like Thea the Tomb Angel, who's also a champion that not many people will be able to get, if at all. So yeah, all of that to me is not good, and it's not something that I agree with, and I voiced that concern directly on the Facebook page. So after I did it, people or a specific user in Reddit, user DaveDevilCC, put out this post. So he basically copied my comment and said that yeah, even moderators are taken outside, which is what's happening. So there was a lot of very positive responses to it, and I thank every single one of you who've posted it. Some people even recognizing the channel, which is always great. So And then North Micro came up with his video with Ash, and yeah, I'll play a little clip from it right here. So let's play it and listen to it.
Speaking of painful, this one's pretty painful for Plarium. I'm gonna put this up on the screen now, but this is a pretty hilarious response. And actually, shout out to this guy Rufus. But this was on their Facebook page. They actually had Rufus, good old Rufus, man. Dude, over there, you know, someone over there is like blowing a gasket from this, but basically,
like, you know, someone over there is like, who's Rufus? Who the hell is Rufus?
Who is Rufus, and who gave him the login details to our Facebook social media account? But I mean, read it for yourselves, people. This guy basically says he doesn't even agree with the sacred and the chick removal, and even roasts it further by saying he doesn't even think Cleo is a great replacement. So I love that. Says he's voiced it multiple times. He says other people have done the same thing. I mean, what else can we do? They know. At this point, I think it's safe to say they know.
Yeah, he even signed it with his name, man. That's the most props, you know. He's just like, just to let you know who your who your Benedict Rufus is. It's me. Yeah, man. People are not happy about that, huh? I know you've done a few videos on it already, but people are very mad about the daily login reward changes, and I can see why, you know.
It's true, and if you guys are not happy about it as well, you're gonna need to watch me and Nash's collab where we talk about this a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, I did sign it, but as I mentioned earlier, it's not because I'm a special kind of rogue badass employee for Plarium. It's just how it is when you're using Plarium's account to respond to comments, and you're a volunteer moderator. It kind of just makes sense that you would need to sign your name just to avoid confusion between your positions, your statements, and the company's official statements. So yeah, I hope that this clarified a few things regarding the situation, and that was just me making this video to let you know that what's what. And I will also again want to thank all the long-time supporters of the channel. I know it hasn't always been a smooth ride because I kind of do more activity regarding raid off stream and off YouTube than on YouTube, because I'm not always motivated by content that is just to be hashing other people's guides, because 99% of what is out there basically is just people copying off other people's content, not being toxic here, just saying it as it is. Not to say that nobody puts out original content. There are lots of great creators out there, so go subscribe to them. And besides that, short posts, etc. So that's not something that I'm attracted to, but hey, if I can help in any way, shape or form, I will definitely do it, and we'll try to pump up more content and try to help players through videos. So stay tuned. I will be putting out definitely a lot more videos next week. I'll be talking about different topics and trying to issue guides and provide help as much as I can do. So feel free to leave a subscription if you want, a like. We're pretty close to that 1,000 subscribers mark, which would be cool also to help me put out my free-to-play content. As you see, I'm a pretty free-to-play player. Yeah, no, actually I'm a recovering whale, but that's a story maybe for another time. So thank you very much for watching today's video, and welcome to the channel if this is your first time. This has been Rufus Shinra, and I am signing out. See you soon.